Hey, how's it going? I wanted to make an introductory video and also an update video for the channel. So, just so everyone is aware of firstly who I am and secondly what's been going on. Firstly, we'll start with the introduction part. My name's Zach. Probably know that if you've come to this channel because chances are you've come here from the Twitch, which you can find at twitch.tv/JetX100, which is also my other nomenclature, JetX100. Don't ask, I know it's cringy, but I made the name like 15 years ago, so it is what it is. Not too worried about it either way. But I've been streaming for about 6 months now at this point, and I've had the good fortune to be able to slowly upgrade, get better equipment. We have a camera now. We have a microphone now. I started without a microphone, without a camera, just doing screen recordings. We got a new chair. All this sort of stuff was available, or I got for my birthday, luckily, which was pretty awesome. And yeah, so we've been streaming, or I've been streaming for about 6 months now. And for the long and short of it, we play games like, Minecraft, Darkest Dungeon has been a big one recently, all that sort of stuff. But we'll get into that in a moment. I'm a 21-year-old now. Oh, geez. 21-year-old computer science student at university. And for the most part, I figured this would be a good way of being creative and playing video games, two of the sort of things that I like to do with my time. And for the most part, if you are interested in, really any of the games that we play, stuff like D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, as you can see up here, or at least slightly see, I've got a poster for Dungeons and Dragons there. All those sort of good things that I do as my hobby, and if you're interested in talking about them, I would be willing to do so. We talk about world building, all that good sort of stuff, as well as, playing the games that we play. So that's basically the quick rundown on who I am and roughly what we do at the streams. And now comes into really the update portion of this video where we talk about what's been happening with the channel. Well, as of recently, we've had a massive spike of uploads on the 28th of October. Nope, November. 28th of November. We had 4 uploads a day, which, for one, is massive. For two, it's not actually that many. I've got my video file here where I store all of my videos, and oh boy, compared to this folder, 4 videos a day looks like nothing. And, well, the thing is, as well, with each video being 2 hours long, you can roughly imagine that the time it takes to render it is 1 to 1.5 times the amount of time in the actual video, which is usually 2-3 hours sort of stuff. So, we're producing a lot of content, which, for better or worse, is pretty good. I'm very much enjoying creating this content, of course, but it has come to my attention I might be running out of space, so I need to mass render and mass upload a bunch of this stuff. And, well, I suppose that's probably what we're doing here. That being said, I'm making this video to also procrastinate doing that, because instead of rendering out the videos last night like a smart person, I went and attempted to fall asleep, fell asleep for 2 hours, and then laid in bed for about 6 hours before saying, you know what, screw it, let's stream. So I'm working on 2 hours of sleep at the moment, but regardless, it's fine. So I'm making this video to try and not only fill that upload time with a smaller upload, but also to sort of say, hey, how's it going? What's been happening? And here's what I'm thinking at the moment. So, at the moment, we've got a few series here, even the ones that I'm just looking at. We are on Season 4 of Darkest Dungeon, if you can believe that. Given that yesterday, or the day before, I don't particularly recall, I think it was the day before, we uploaded episode 20 of the first season of Darkest Dungeon, which was the end of episode 1, or season 1, rather. So, all I'm going to say, firstly, is do be aware that not all of the episodes up until, or not all of the seasons of Darkest Dungeon up until this point are 20 episodes long. We have had a couple of short episodes. I think season 3 only went to episode 6, so you get the idea. We're currently on season 4, and I did just get off the stream recording another episode. I think we're up to episode 5 now of the 4th season, and oh boy, I'm having fun with this one. I disabled the Crimson Court stuff, and well, now we're doing a lot better. We've gotten level 5 characters, which is, I think, ironically, in 5 episodes, we have gotten further than we did in 20 episodes for season 1, which I suppose goes to show, firstly, on how much research I've done on that, secondly, how we've improved, all that good sort of stuff, and we've had quite a few people join us since season 1, even just in the last, fortnight, we've had a bunch of people. I'm just looking at the list here. There was a gap of about a month where nothing really was happening, and I'm not too particularly sure what was happening during that month. I think that was around the time we were doing Slime Rancher and a few of those sort of style games. But about a month ago, it seems to have picked up quite decently. Since then, we've had roughly, give or take, how many? At least 11 people following, which, keep in mind, we are up to 61, to my knowledge, at the time of this recording. And I'm honestly I'm pretty taken aback. I could go on about this, and I have in the past in certain recordings. For example, one of the Minecraft recordings right at the end, I started ranting about how awesome it is. But I'm clearly not the first to have said it, because I'm pretty sure all YouTubers say it at this point. But it means more than anyone could imagine to me that people are coming out and showing support and hanging out and having a good time, and I'm happy that I can facilitate that as best as really possible. So, firstly, thanks to everyone for coming out. Secondly, Yuri, Arthur, now we've got Centella, who is relatively a regular, plus all the other people who are in the Discord. Very much thank you to all of you guys for coming out so often and stuff. It's really mind-blowing and awesome. But, yeah, anyways, I'm going to stop myself before I get too ranty and too sappy about that. What are we looking at for the uploads of the future? Well, we got seasons 2, 3, and now 4 of Darkest Dungeon to get rendered. We have an untitled vanilla Minecraft series, which I've been having a lot of fun with. I've been playing off camera, and it's kind of just been my creative outlet for the moment. But, of course, doing things on stream is its own thing. We got Phasmo. I had a fun couple of... we did Phasmo yesterday, and then today, so a good 2 episodes. I do believe that we are going to skip Phasmophobia episode. It's either 3 or 4. One of the Phasmophobia episodes had some horrible audio issues, and, well, frankly, it's probably better that I just don't upload it. If you wish to watch it, well, you can head over to the video backlogs of the Twitch channel, but from here, I'm not going to upload that episode. I'm going to upload the 2 newer episodes that went smoother. There was an update that made the entire situation go a lot faster. And as I bring my hands up, do be aware that I'm wearing an old shirt, because I intend to be doing garden work, and this is why it's covered in mud and such. But I figured before I worry about any of that, I should make this video. Yeah, so Phasmo is coming up soon. I'm trying to get that one pumped out at the moment, since it does feel like one of those sort of videos or video series that is very trend-based, I would say. Where, there's a major trend for it at the moment, and that is what it is. Anyways, that's the whole thing. We are slowly improving the setup. I'm trying to get a green screen behind me. At the moment, I've just got a blind that I've just pulled down Turns out it can go basically down to the floor, which is pretty awesome. I've got a light down at the floor, which has been able to project up and actually give off the feeling that, you know, I'm not sitting in the dark somewhere deep underground. So that's a whole thing. Addressing old series is, well, what do we got? Death Road to Canada. I'll play it eventually again. We played it a ton back when we first started streaming. The thing is, streaming is different to streaming and recording, right? Streaming and recording puts you into that mindset where you have to be creating something and not just grinding. You have to actually do something each time. And, well, that is what it is, for better or worse, really. It is what it is. So, you know, with the Minecraft, I try to make sure we go to the Nether, we fight a Wither, we fight an Ender Dragon, we, you know, do a bunch of base building, we do some grinding for diamonds or whatever. But for the most part, I try and keep it, all the grinding and other stuff off camera, which is odd, ironically, because that's sort of the whole thing about streaming, is that it's supposed to be grinding. So I suppose that is what it is. Maybe I'll attempt to go out of my way to try and actually do like a grinding stream and have stuff like that and record and upload that, because, well, I mean, it's content, and if I'm sitting there playing the server for 8 hours a day anyways, I might as well make the most of it. But that is what it is anyways. There was the nostalgia something or other. We were doing it was the Outer Umbrella series that encapsulated Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. I do know what I want to do next with that, but it's just been one of those sort of situations where it would require me to hook up all of my controllers and stuff, and I think one of my controllers is a bit busted. It's the same reason I haven't played much Smash Bros. Recently, where it's hard to play Smash Bros. If you've got a broken controller, and at the moment, I don't exactly have the money to be spending on just getting new controllers. So that one's on the back burner for a bit. What else do we have? Not entirely too sure. But, okay, so that's the whole thing. What else is there to mention? Apologies for the occasional audio issues. I try and fix them as best as I can in editing, but sometimes it's just the microphone isn't plugged in properly or something happens. You know, that is how it is. Not much I can really do about that for the most part, really. Yeah, I'm trying to establish a rough kind of schedule of streaming earlier in the day, but ultimately depends on how well I sleep in the previous night. If I go to bed really late because I'm grinding, then it means that I'm going to get up late, and, you know, that is what it is. You get the idea. For the most part, afternoons for me, which I don't really know how that translates out. I haven't checked it. I'm just basically improvising at this point. Yeah, it is what it is. So if you see me online, feel free to jump on and jump into the Twitch. If you want to join in on the Discord and have some fun with everyone, go to the twitch.tv/JetX100. In the chat, I think it's only while I'm streaming, Nightbot will be there, but otherwise you should be able to scroll down and find the Discord section, if I recall correctly. And then from there you can join and do all that sort of stuff. What else has been happening? I'm recovering from a flu still. Should be fine. I don't believe it's anything severe. I think it's just a flu, bit of nasaliness from being in spring, which I suppose is no longer a thing. So, because we're in summer now, oh boy, already had one 42-degree-Celsius day, and it's been high 30s for the last little while. I've been under my fan for a while, so if you see the luscious locks flowing, it's because, of course, I've got my fan just over there. That isn't really seeming to come into effect now, because my hair, for the most part, appears to be kind of stuck in place, because I did put some water into it before to stick it up and just keep it out of my face. But that is what it is anyways. So, I'm going to wrap it up by basically just saying, sorry if I miss uploads. Rendering is a pain. Unfortunately, I don't really have any way to automate video application of all the filters and audio stuff I do. I just need to basically get off my ass and do stuff. I've been spending the entirety of last night cleaning and making sure that everything's in a bit more of a nice and clean situation. Oh yeah, that's the other thing is D&D. I need to do some more D&D prep. I don't know when I'm going to do that. There's a lot of stuff I want to do at the moment. D&D's there. Darkest Dungeon's there. We have an upcoming series that is planned. We actually have 2 series that I know will be coming up sometime soon. One of them is requested by our brilliant both mod and regular Arthur, and that's a Terraria Calamity mod playthrough, which I'm walking into that completely blind, but I figure he's stuck around even during a lot of the series he's not been interested in, so I may as well do something to return the favor. And then we also have a Stardew Valley playthrough coming up soon, where we are going to go out of our way to romance Penny, I believe, because it's been a while since I've romanced Penny whenever I've played it, and I've played it pretty often, so I want to play it again, romance Penny, actually stream it, see what's happening, and just vibe with everyone. So that's the whole thing. But I believe that wraps up basically everything I want to talk about. Sorry that I've been slack with uploading. I need to just do a bunch of rendering. I'll probably do it tonight if I have time. I know I'm going to go to sleep after this video because I'm very tired. But thank you for coming out. I very much appreciate it. As always, if you've stuck here for a minute, a moment, or the entirety of the video, which, see, it's a video, it's not a stream, so I changed what I said. Bada bing, comedy, etc. Anyways, thank you for coming out. Very much appreciate it. As always, I'll catch you whenever I catch you. Thank you, and goodbye.